Good morning and welcome back to BIFA Link TV, your daily dose of industry information. Today we're joined once again by Ian Matheson for this week's What the Papers Say. So Ian, thank you so much for joining me. How are you this morning?
Good, thank you, Brooke, and I hope you are too.
I am, thank you. So what have we got coming up this week in the world of logistics?
Well, Brooke, last week the National Highways announced that the M48 Severn Bridge will have a 7.5 tonne weight restriction for most HGVs from 27th of May for up to 18 months. I believe the bridge cables have deteriorated and are now weakened state, and the load on the cables needs to be reduced to keep the bridge open for most traffic. There'll obviously be diversions for affected vehicles via the Prince of Wales Bridge in the first instance. And I think that if that bridge is closed, there's going to be an even longer diversion that goes all the way round Severn Estuary.
Yeah, of course. And we put a news item up about this on the BIFA website, so we'll pop a link to that in the description for any members who want to give that a read.
Okay. Also, HMRC last week published updated guidance on changes to the Goods Vehicle Movement Service for movements using the Entry in Declarants Records, the EIDR, I think it is, processing to Northern Ireland. And those changes, which will affect obviously members trading into and out of Northern Ireland, come effective on the 1st of May 2025, so a week's time.
Yes, and like you said, any of our members that are trading in and out of Northern Ireland, there's a news item on our website for all of the key processes as well. So we'll pop a link to that in the description.
Good stuff. Last week in the air freight arena, IATA's World Cargo Symposium took place in Dubai. Their global head of cargo at IATA, Brendan Sullivan, he emphasised the role of air cargo in maintaining global supply chains and the resilience of those chains and delivering on safety and security, digitalisation and sustainability. He said that safety remains a top priority for IATA, specifically the movement of lithium batteries, which I know BIFA has said a lot about of late. IATA is actually calling on governments to step up their efforts to stop rogue shippers and support the ICAO's work to strengthen Annex 18 of the Chicago Convention, which is a global framework for the safe transport of dangerous goods by air. Sullivan apparently said that the shipments of lithium batteries are growing in volume. With that come increasing risks associated with undeclared or misdeclared goods. The industry has invested in training, certification and technology, and he says that governments must match that commitment with robust oversight and enforcement.
Yeah, of course. And I know it was quite a packed agenda, wasn't it, with a bunch of interesting presentations. I know that Air Cargo News had some good coverage about that as well, didn't they?
That's right, yeah. There was a lot of people there. I think nearly 2,000 people were there. So.
Yeah.
And staying with air freight, the Airports Council International, which is the sort of Airport Trade Association, has provided a first look at the 2024 rankings of the world's busiest airports for air cargo. It said that Hong Kong International Airport retained its top place, followed by Shanghai Pudong, and then Memphis International. I understand that the initial data may be modified slightly when the full rankings are confirmed in July, and that will be based on detailed information from over 2,700 airports around the world.
Mm-hmm.
In retaining its top billing in the 2024 air freight rankings, Hong Kong has been the busiest cargo airport in the world for the fourth time since 2010, which is no mean feat.
No, and I know the airport handled, I think it was over 4.9 million throughout the year, wasn't it? So very, very busy indeed.
Indeed. And finally, for any BIFA member that is involved in ocean freight forwarding between Asia and Europe, I recommend they consider registering for a webinar that's coming up, being run by the Journal of Commerce. It's called Container Shipping Outlook, the Asia-Europe Trade, and will take place on Tuesday, April the 29th at 10 a.m. Eastern Daily Time, which I think at the moment, I think the States is about 5 hours behind us. It's an hour-long event. The subject matter experts will discuss various issues such as the impact of US tariffs, as well as the new carrier alliances, falling rates, rising capacity, the Red Sea diversions, and the growing costs to shippers of tightening decarbonisation regulation, plus many other matters that must be of interest to any of your members that are involved in that trade, Brooke.
Yeah, of course. And I know this is something that we're touching on during our national conference as well, which is happening next month. So we'll put details to both that and the webinar in the description below. Well, thank you so much, Ian, as always, for bringing all of this to our attention. We'll pop the links to everything we've discussed in the description below. Thank you so much for watching today's edition of BIFA Link TV, your daily dose of industry information.